Emmy and Mr. Two Gluttons, One Alk. So, not coordinated clan tags.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll have coordinated, gameplay as, Jack has a missing Whirling Blade. Good reflection of that Shuriken. And it looks like Red Sand going to be getting onto Chip Cyan in a major way. Look at this. We're going to see Rex and Jackhasm try and come on back. Boomerang Storm going to happen. And Chip Cyan could go down any 1 second. And yes, there it is. So excellent play from Two Gluttons, One Alk on this cold team. Although Red Sand could be in a little bit of trouble. Nope, just going to use that Venom Lunge. Going to get a lot of damage onto Jackhasm. Fleetfoot was down at the time. Temporal Lockdown. Frog Leap doing 31 damage. X-Strike, so my gosh. So they are just like, boom, boom, boom. You can hear it, like, they're in chat. They're like, my heart is beating over 9,000. Because they actually took down SK Gaming pretty handily that round. So, man, that was pretty good.
I actually haven't seen SK in a while, so not since they took that eight-week streak for the Kill the King. But yeah, that was definitely an eye-opener right there. Jackass is going to be jumping over here to Red Sand, but Chip, he took a lot of pressure last round. Jackass is going to be up in the air. The Rented Nomad combo definitely going to be jumping over here to Chip. You see Rex hanging about as well. He's trying to keep up the defensive pressure, but he might be able to grab some good damage here onto Red Sand. That was quite the Woj over there. And a good sweep coming out here onto Demonic. Chip is still in that corner. Red Sand's not looking the best, but big damage going down onto Peyton right there. Oh, Jackass gonna grab that with that Whirling Blade, and ooh, good goo coming down onto Demonic. So a little bit of a turnaround there. Red Sand, he's just gonna sit there and take it like a frog.
Take it like a frog. I don't know if you're trying to refer to the Princess and the Frog and the kisses. Nope. But yeah, I don't know. Red Sand just not.
Is that a movie?
No, there's always the tale of like the princess, and she'll be kissed, cause she's a frog and it'll be kissed by the prince or something like that, and she'll turn into a beautiful princess. Anyways,
okay,
enough ancient kid time stories. Yeah, exactly. Jackhasm, Rex playing much more defensive that time, showing their mettle. And that's the thing about SK. They might lose the first round, but then they're like, okay, let's play this strategy and let's play this way. And well, they just beast it up. Red Sand now going to try and go on a Chip Cyan, but Jackhasm's there. Look, he's much closer this round than the first. But a nice X-Strike, and Peyton, oh my goodness. You're about to die, buddy. Are you going to sacrifice yourself just to get that kill? No, you are not. And actually, you are going to die right now. Jackhasm is blinded. Let's see what can happen. It's going to be a 2v2 situation, as it is going to be Randed Herald versus Spearmaster and Rex playing the inhibitor. Oh my goodness, Tempest just missed, but that's okay. Rex with the Woj, that double in cap and a 1v1, but yeah, no. Rex, full health versus Red Sand, who really is at a sliver to none of health. I'm not sure how he's going to pull this out. This might be the most epic comeback ever in BLC history if it does happen, but I'm highly doubting that is going to come to pass. As at this point, it's just more like chase the Randit, and you got to give him props for trying. But if he gets touched, if he trips over his shoelaces like he did right there, that frog suit was not well made. He doesn't even have toe slots. It's just a webbed toe slots. Not going to happen. Tripped over his fins, and he's going down. So Rex doing a nice job locking it up right there at the end. Even though Chip Cyan did go down first, they punished Demonic for it, as well as Peyton. So.
Yeah, well, hey, exchange of 2 for 1. We've seen Jack and Rex take 2v3s in their favor before. I mean, these guys, they play a lot with each other, to be honest. Like, they know what, how they both react, how they both play, what they are thinking. And yeah, that really brought it right back there. Red Sand kind of reminds me of who I consider the world's best Rane, which is Pandrum and Peta, remember from Ham No Idea. Kind of gives me that kind of impression. But right now, big damage going down on top of him. He's going to have to get out of that. Stick there with Demonic. We do got Rex there up in the air. Peyton doing a good job there. Chip is going to have to take some kind of damage here because he's just getting off way too much healing for their liking. But Red Sand going to be throwing out everything. Red Sand is actually still alive, but Peyton, however, is not. And this is actually going to look like SK can bring this one out of the fire, and that's going to give them a map in their favor. Now, I've been told that they're actually down 0-1, so this should make it now 1-1, which means that this is our third game of a best-of-3 today.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay, so they actually played one before.
Yep.
I'm surprised SK lost that then. Wow, really, really surprising. Because I know whenever they do play, they'll lose the first round or something just to get used to the other team style and then adapt really quickly. But I guess that also happens with maps now that I think about it. In some other tournaments, it'll be like, oh man, you know, SK's going down. And you'll get all the, you know, people who are cheering for the underdogs, whether it be Donors by Heart, N7 Esports, Nami Nami, Molk Molk,
Nami Nami,
Zoe Gear. You know, they'll just be like, yeah, they're taking one on SK Gaming. And then SK Gaming just wins like 3 in a row. And you're just like, oh, they adapted. And that's why they are on top. You mentioned earlier that there was a double seeker Psychopomp team that was like the best in the world. That's only from matchmaking. Haven't seen them in any tournaments. SK is undisputably the best team right now.
True.
But Zoe Gear and Donors by Heart are really close behind. Zoe Gear and Donors by Heart always have pretty good games against each other, and they have given SK a really hard time in the past. So we'll have to see how they play it. And this map, single straightaway, sort of like the last map, which was Well of Sergen. We'll have to see how the Cold team's going to adapt. 2 Gluttons, 1 Alchemist.
Which is still a silly name.
Yeah. Yeah, anyways, but we'll have to see what this round holds for them, as they already just trying to get some CC off onto Jackasm. Look at this, Red Sand just trying to do whatever he can in terms of damage, getting a couple darts, making sure he didn't hit all 4, or else that Wuju would have been triggered. But it is anyways, as Peyton's just throwing out those boomerang like a wild man. Always hitting those counterattacks, not the best thing. And oh, great Chronoflux as Rex was doing his ultimate. Now Jackasm is going to use his, and look at this. X-Strike coming out. Peyton going to try and get onto Chip Cyan. Boom, running around, getting a bunch of damage, but leaving Demonic all by himself on the other side. Ouch. Kunju triggered. Jackasm on a roll, jumping on his pole as a victory celebration. You know, standing there with the nice crane pose, all poised, ready to attack. 529 damage. The guy is in the zone. You know, he is hitting all of those Kunjus, hitting all of his abilities, shurikens flying all over the place. This man, he needs to be stopped somehow. Get some control on him. Extinguish that flame that is in his burning spear.
Nice little poetic outro there. But Red Sandy's going to be trying to put up some big pressure here onto Chip, but Rex is hanging back, and look at the damage as it's all adding up. He's going to have to get right back there to Demonic, but Jackasm now behind enemy line. He's just going to really put some pressure here on Demonic as well, using that Kunju to good effect. And now look at Red Sand just getting capitalized upon it with already his low hit points. No space yet, but he's still getting those heals. Demonic is asleep though. Good job there from Chip Cyan, and Peyton now is looking on the chop block. Demonic, sure, fine, you went off and healed that Red Sand, but Peyton did not get the memo. He did not retreat, and now that's going to be really a big punishment right there from SK Gaming, as Chip looking very good despite all that pressure they were able to put on him. He only landed 131 damage onto him. Or no, sorry, that was Jack. Sorry. Yeah, he did take 271 damage, but 454 healing, no problem. Yeah, no problem. That barrier, you've got the Alchemist barrier, then you got the Runic Shield from Rex. So, you know, if you try and combo Ranid along with the Nomad, if Ranid's in melee range, that is really going to screw him up. That's going to be stunned for 1.2 seconds, and you can bet that Rex is going to be all over that. Chip Cyan's going to throw out a deadly injection in that time. Jackasm's going to come in with a harpoon, and you are going to be feeling like you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have waken up this morning and eaten that bowl of, I don't know, Runic Barrier Cheerios. Who knows? Anyways, the joke went they're in on far. The fight. I'm going a little too far with the joke. Jackasm going to be using that EX Harpoon, just a little bit more damage, just a little bit more control. And look at this, Whale Burst onto the Nomad. Slowed, and also his cast time is slowed as well. Now he's going to get trying to Chip Cyan. Chip Cyan's just going to Clarity, going to sleep Red Sand after that jump. Amazing job right there. We got 2 people pressed back in the corner because of that goo. They're forced off to the side. Jackasm's just going to be whirling his spear around, although Chip Cyan is down to about 40 or 50% HP, now healing himself back up. Rex down to about 30, and look at this Red Sand. Going to get the stun combo. Is Peyton gonna get that kill with that truck? No, not gonna happen, but it's okay. Red Sand there to finish up the job. He's just gonna use his EX lunge, get on out of there, but this could be very bad for
the cold team because they are all very low, and Rex can actually capitalize on this fact. X-Strike comes out. Nice job there by Peyton supporting Demonic. Jackasm was thinking he could get that kill. Not going to happen, though, and ooh, this still is pretty close. Demonic, though, spacing out, making sure he didn't get hit by any damage whatsoever. That in cap, 0.6 seconds. You can then do an M1 or an M2 afterwards. Could have been enough damage. And whew, they are hanging on just by a little bit of a thread, FourCourt. Hanging on by a little bit of a thread.
817 healing. Wow, this Demonic guy definitely knows how to use that right click of his. But I mean, he's using a lot of different tools to his disposal very well, and that is really showing here. Up against Chronoflux right into Jackass's face as he shuriken himself. So that's always a great way to start off the match. So big damage going down, although a little bit of uncoordination there. We had that Venom Bomb go off with the tornado onto Jack. So Jack is going to be in the back, and we're going to have Red Sand up here. Chip, however, already has that goo ready to go. Throws it down onto Demonic. No way to get out of him right there. And Clarity as well. Oh, big combo. Rex and Jack securing at least the life of Demonic right now. Chip Cyan is still hanging on. He's still in a big danger of going down, however, from the double. And yes, it is, but we're going to be dining on frog legs tonight as Peyton is the last one standing. It's not going to matter. And SK Gaming going to move on. But wow, they really put up a good fight right there.
Yeah, I was impressed. I really was impressed with this 2 Gluttons, 1 Alchemist team. And the fact that they made it go into 3 maps, taking the first one, was even more impressive. So, you know, just a couple little things if they were played a little bit differently.